In 2022, I named my next guest my top MMA prospect on the North American continent. That's how good this guy is. And he joins me right now. He is El Machete, Richie Miranda. Richie, champ, thank you for being here. I haven't talked to you in like a year. It's always a pleasure, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. Hope you're doing good and let's chop it up.
Hey man, you won an award from me. That's the platinum yacht type of shit right there. So, I hope you've
Yeah.
been accustomed to the caviar and the crevassier that has been coming your way nonstop ever since they gave you that award.
Yeah, no, thank you. That was awesome. Appreciate it, it's an honor for sure. Thank you.
Hey man, like I just wanted to tell you, like I watch a lot of MMA and I look at what you've been able to accomplish in the short amount of time that I've known you. You've doubled your win total from the last time I talked to you. That was you had just beaten James Lynch. You beat three guys. So far in your professional MMA career, you're talking about 6 wins, and we're not talking about against scrubs. You're talking about beating really tough guys. And I wanted to ask you, like, when you look back at all 6 fights that you've had, like how do you grade yourself so far? Like, I think we've seen a lot of promise from you. You've just started to show what you can actually do. But I'd love to hear it from you when you grade yourself. What letter grade do we get?
I want to give me an A+. I think I've been handling everything really well, and just been smashing through these guys, taking it one fight at a time, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing this upcoming fight. Take it one fight at a time and finish this dude, and then on to the next one.
Absolutely. Can you talk to me a little bit when we think about everything that you've been able to accomplish, your professional and amateur career combined? That's a lot. And you're a guy, you don't lose fights. You get in there, you get in, you get out, you do what it is that you need to do. And I'm kind of wondering, like, in your career thus far, is there advice that you'd go back and like give yourself as you were like getting ready to start? Like, if we could like go back to 2017, 2016, when you may have been
Yeah.
thinking about getting into this, like, based off of the wisdom and what you've learned now, like, what advice would you give, to yourself when you
Um,
were getting ready to start? This part of the podcast is brought to you by my friends at Uriah Faber's A1 Combat. Later on this month, on April 28th, there's going to be an amazing title fight that's going to be taking place between two really high level guys. This is a card that I'm really excited about. A lot of really interesting fights between some of the top up and coming prospects on the West Coast. I highly recommend you guys check this out. It is going to be streaming on UFC Fight Pass, so make sure you check that out. And if you're in the Southern California area, why not just go to the fight? I am going to go ahead and in the description for this video include all of the information on how to attend or watch this event. Make sure you guys check it out.
I guess just maybe found a boxing coach early on more, and started to put it in more a little bit more work until I didn't change until I took that loss that first time as an amateur. But I think just that, but other than that, everything's working out great for me. Just been putting in all the deposits in the fight bank, and then fight night we cashed out. And I want to cash out big again.
You're at the Den right now in Santa Ana. I know that is a very high level gym. You have all kinds of really amazing fighters there. I was hoping you could tell me a little bit like the move training next to guys like Javier Garcia, and you have all kinds of other people that are there too. Like, what is that doing for your game? Like, how are you guys testing yourselves? How are you guys making each other better?
Yeah, so it's the Den Training Center is in Yorba Linda now, and unfortunately, where Javier Garcia isn't with us anymore, but I still have other fighters like Jacob Rosales, my main training partner, Curtis Millender, Joey Dorado, Nick Patea, a bunch of other amateur fighters as well. But yeah, man, those guys push me every day. We push each other to do better, and of course, my head coach Ben Jones. He's got a system that has been working great for us and great for me, and it's time to execute again.
I wanted to ask you a question. You get in there, and everyone else knows this answer except me. But you get in there, you win, and you have a flag, and it's bloodied, and it's got your gym logo on it. And I want to know, like, what's up with that? Is that something just you do, or do all you guys do that?
No, that's our team flag. But yeah, pretty much all that blood is blood from our opponents, and if we bleed, then it gets on there too. But it's mostly our opponent's blood.
I think that's super cool. Like, is that something that your coach asked you guys to do, or is that something that you guys collectively just kind of came up with on your own? I think that's super cool.
Yeah, no, he they already had it. I don't know if it was Jacob's flag, but or coach's flag, but yeah, it's an honor to walk out with that flag and represent the Badger crew.
LFA 148, it was a split decision victory for you. You beat James Wilson. I'd love to get your opinion on that fight. I was a little surprised that it got scored the way that it did. And this is
Yeah.
me speaking, not you, me. I thought you were about to get jobbed. I really did. I thought you were about to get jobbed. I couldn't believe it was a split decision. That's my opinion. What do you think when you look back on that fight?
Yeah, so I mean, the only reason that could have gone his way was control time. But if you look at the striking and the strike aspect, I doubled my strikes than he did, and I took him down more times as well, just because he had control time. But I knew that going into the fight that he was going to try to do that, and I just knew I just had to keep striking any advantage, or not advantage, but any position that I had that I knew I can strike, I was just striking as much as I could. And I'm pretty sure that's what gave it to the judges. But yeah, I don't know how they went for a split, because you can tell at the end of the fight, my face compared to his face, he took the most damage. And I mean, he was almost going to get finished in the second round. But we were all sweaty, and I kept slipping off, but it's all right. It was a good experience to go those 15 minutes, and coming back to my finishing ways. I'm a finisher, and I'm always looking for a finish. So doesn't matter who it is, or what round, but I'm always looking to get a finish.
Later this month, you're going to be fighting a tough guy. His name's Keegan Gennrich.
Hmm.
I've seen this guy compete before. He's freaking huge. I don't know how he makes 155 pounds, to be honest. But he's a high level guy. I think he can wrestle pretty good. I think he can grapple pretty good. That's why you're
Yeah,
fighting him. Like, you want a test. You want to fight somebody good. Tell me what you
yeah,
see when you look at this guy.
yeah. I guess he just has a. I mean, he's tall, so he's a little tall guy, but to me, it's just the body, and I know I have better skills than him, and that's exactly what I'm going to prove, come April 21st. But yeah, man, you just got to tune in and watch.
Absolutely. Well, I won't ask you your game plan, but given that, like, when I think of you, I think of elite wrestling right away. That's the first thing I think of. This guy is a pretty good wrestler too. I'm not going to say he's as good as you. I'll leave that for
Yeah.
other people to decide. But I will tell you, high level grappler, high level wrestler. Are you expecting this to be just a striking battle in a way?
From I see most of his fights, he tries to just strike, but hey, this is MMA, so I'm taking it to wherever I need to take it, so I can come out with that win. And yeah, I'm not just a wrestler; I'm a catch wrestler. So um, anything that presents itself, I'm taking it home with me.
So I wanted to ask you one final question. Aaron McKenzie, as of right now, he's the 155-pound champion. A win over Genrich. I don't know what's going on with McKenzie. I don't know if he won the Ultimate Fighter or not. We'll figure that out soon. But
Hmm.
when you think about that, like, a win over this guy, does in your mind, does that give you the right to fight McKenzie or for the vacant belt if he's not in the picture?
Yeah. So I mean, I already called him out that didn't come. So, I don't know what he's doing, but yeah, I saw they just announced it. They already announced it for the Arizona card. So, I'm calling Uncle Dana. I know I'm on that short notice list as well. So, that's what I'm looking forward to. I already called. I already tried to get a title shot, but I don't know. I don't think they want another Mexican champion. So,
Hey, well,
yeah,
I look at it this way. I think you're on the precipice of accomplishing something really special. The other thing you have to look at is the 155-pound division in the UFC. There's a lot of guys that are kind of getting up there and starting to kind of move on and retire. That means more opportunities for guys like you. When you look at the lightweight division in the UFC, is there, like, if I could wave a wand and make a fight happen for you, like, who would you be fighting in the UFC for your first fight?
Doesn't matter, man. Whoever they want to give me, it doesn't matter. I'm coming in there to chop these fools up, so doesn't matter to me.
All right, cool. So Michael Chandler, you're the guy that we pick. That's the fight that's gonna happen if I had to wave the wand. Michael Chandler, right away. Richie, I appreciate your time. I know you have training and other things that you need to do. I want to give you the opportunity to thank your teammates, your sponsors, whoever else you need to say thank you to before I let you go.
For sure, yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, thank you to you for having me. Appreciate all you do, and good job on always pulling up interviews and keeping the MMA world entertained, informed about us. But yeah, shout out to the Dan Training Center, Europe Belinda. Come check us out. Shout out to my head coach Ben Jones, all my teammates, the Badger crew, and my sponsors that have been riding with me since the beginning. Scott Johnson with Twin J, Handy Manny's, Van Dorn Nutrition, Primo's Auto Repair, Chivas Farm Market, Rap Gods. We have TRP Apparel coming up, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you, and shout out to my management company too, Iridium. Shout out to Jason, Jacob, Jeremy, for always having my back.
Are you selling anything for your fight? Are you selling any merchandise or tickets or anything like that for this fight?
Yeah, I mean, it's a long ways from home, but if you guys are in Minnesota and want to support me, I guess go to Nitro Tickets or LFA.com, LFATix.com, and select me as your fighter. Richie Miranda, and get your tickets. Get ready.
All right. Well, I'm ready for your fight, Richie. Thank you for chopping it up with me. God bless, and I can't wait to watch you perform here in a couple weeks.
Yep, yes, sir. Thank you.